And welcome to our 44th year, or 45th. We've kind of lost track on it, but we've been doing this quite a while. Welcome to Peter and the Wolf and Sleeping Beauty. It's going to be a great show. You're going to really enjoy. Please keep in mind, even though it's a ballet, if it's something funny, you can laugh out loud. You can clap anytime you want. Any encouragement that we can do for the little kiddos and the big dancers in there. In your program, you will see that there are summer schools offered this year. We're also going to offer adult ballet, and you don't want to miss that. I know all the gentlemen out there going, yes! Nutcracker has been set for December the 12th, 13th, and 14th. So you're welcome to put that in your calendar as of now. If you do not want your program, will you simply, when you leave, place it on the edge of the stage or leave it in the lobby where you picked it up today. Please, no videos, no photos at all until curtain call. I don't mind you doing it at curtain call. We will dismiss the children the same way we always do. We will dismiss from this hallway. One adult that we recognize will pick the children up. They will not be allowed to leave until we see the whites of your eyes, and we will hand them directly to you. Let's see if there's anything else. Something really important. Katie Hageman did the voice. That's her mom. Katie Hageman did the voiceover for our Sleeping Beauty. We don't usually do voiceovers for ballets, but Sleeping Beauty is a real ballet that Disney decided to do a cartoon version of, and it's not the same. So we put the voiceover so you would know what's going over, and we are really thankful for Katie. She is a local professional voiceover artist. If you ever need one for anything you do, let me know and I'll hook you up with her. Have a blessed night, and thank you so much, parents and everyone who take care of the children or bring them to dance. We love them all. It's a great family. Thank you.
This is the story of Peter and the Wolf. It's a story with music, where each character is represented by a different instrument in the orchestra. The Bird by the Flute. The Duck by the Oboe. The Cat by the Clarinet. The Wolf by Three French Horns. Peter, our hero, by the strings of the orchestra. And Grandfather, by the bassoon. gate and went out into the great green meadow. Flying around the meadow was a bird, Peter's friend. "All is quiet," she chirped cheerfully. "All is quiet." Just then, a duck came waddling along. She was delighted that Peter had left the gate open, and seeing the deep pond in the meadow, decided to take a nice swim and dived in. Shrugging her shoulders, she said, "What kind of bird are you that can't fly?" To this the duck replied, "What kind of bird are you that can't swim, huh?" and jumped into the pond. They argued and argued, the duck swimming in the pond and the little bird hopping along the bank. Suddenly, something caught Peter's attention. It was a cat crawling through the grass. The cat was thinking, "That bird is so busy arguing, I'll just grab her." And stealthily she crept towards the bird on her velvet paws. "Look out!" cried Peter, and in an inkling, the bird immediately flew up into the tree. The duck quacked angrily at the cat from the middle of the pond. The cat looked up at the tree and thought, "Is it really worth climbing up so high? By the time I get there, that bird would have flown away." Grandfather came out. He was angry that Peter had gone out into the meadow. "It's a dangerous place. What if a wolf should come out of the forest? Then what would you do?" Peter paid no attention to his grandfather's advice. Boys such as he were simply not afraid of wolves. But grandfather took Peter by the hand, led him home, and locked the gate. No sooner had Peter gone than an enormous gray wolf came out of the forest. In a twinkling, the cat climbed up the tree. The duck quacked, and in her excitement foolishly jumped out of the pond. No matter how hard she tried, she could not escape the wolf. He was getting nearer and nearer, catching up with her until... he got her. Now, this is how things stood. The cat sitting on one branch, the bird on the other, not too close to the other. And the wolf walked around the tree looking up at them with greedy eyes. In the meantime, Peter, without the slightest fears, stood by the gate, watching what was going on. He ran home and took a strong rope. Careful not to wake the wolf, Peter crept over to the tree. Peter said to the bird, "Fly over and circle the wolf's head, only take care he doesn't catch you." The bird almost touched the wolf's head with her wings, while the wolf snapped angrily from this side and that. Meanwhile, Peter made a lasso, and carefully laying the trap, he caught the wolf around the middle and pulled with all his might. Realizing the wolf was caught, he jumped around wildly, trying to get loose. The hunters came out of the forest, following the wolf's trail and shooting as they went. Birdie and I have already caught the wolf. Now you can help us take him to the zoo. Imagine the triumphant procession. Peter, our hero at the head, then the hunters leading the wolf. Above them flew Birdie, chirping merrily. My, what fine heroes we are, Peter and I. Look at what we've caught. Now, to everyone's surprise, the duck swam to the shore of the pond, because you see, the wolf had never even caught her. There will be a 5-minute intermission between Peter and the Wolf and Sleeping Beauty. Don't go anywhere.